Hello everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading here on AquaMoon Tarot. This time we are focusing on getting into Libra season, advice, energies you're bringing into Libra season, lessons, things you're going through, how to fix them potentially. This is one timeline, things can change, but just overall advice. I've got 4 different piles here. I did choose crystals that I read were good for Libras, for Libra season. And actually, I'm going to explain each crystal when I read each pile because I don't want it to affect which one you pick. If you have never done a pick a card reading before, go ahead, pick what crystal you like the best, you like the look of, pick the, timestamp, maybe there's a lucky number in there, meditate on it, whichever pile calls to you. If more than one calls to you, go for it. If you want to read all 3, go for it. I've already done the readings for these, so I already know what's going to happen. I will say, so interesting what came up tonight. It was like, Spirit was messing with me. Every single pile was connected in some way. And so I think pretty much all of them, well, besides pile 1, but I've said, okay, if this resonated, you might want to go and listen to this pile. So anyway, go ahead while I'm talking again real quick, figure out what pile you want, skip to the timestamps. Please follow me on Instagram for my posts, for updates. I do, picture only pick a card readings there as well. Exclusive to Instagram, so that's AquaMoon at AquaMoon Visions. I'm here on YouTube. I'm trying to do a video at least once a week. I was going to do another new Oracle review, and then a friend gifted me with another one. So I've got 2 Oracle deck reviews to do that I'm going to also do mini pick a card readings with. I'm very likely going to do a full moon reading next week. So now I actually have to because I've said I'm going to in a video. So please stay tuned. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you for letting me read your cards. And let's get to it. All right, so pile 1, we have the blue Lapis Lazuli. Pile 2, we have the Labradorite. Pile 3, the Tiger's Eye. And pile 4, the green Aventurine. So go ahead and pick your pile or your piles. Timestamps are below. All the decks I've used are below. I did use tarot and I did do oracle cards after that just to get some extra guidance. Thanks, and I'll see you in a sec. Hey everyone who picked pile 1, the Lapis Lazuli. So this stone is good for the throat chakra and I believe the 3rd eye or crown chakra. It has to do with speaking one's truth, gaining peace of mind, overcoming indecisiveness, and also like enhancing intuition and psychic abilities. And I don't know if you can see it, but a Lapis Lazuli also has like tiny little gold flecks that I believe is pyrite. And that's how you can tell the difference between lapis and sodalite. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. You're going to hear me say that a lot because I have a lot of favorite crystals. Anyway, on to your reading. So I did the pre-shuffle so you wouldn't have to, watch me shuffle. If that's something you do like to see, let me know in the comments. I can definitely go back to that. Sometimes just, it takes a little longer than others. Sometimes the cards want to come out right away, which they actually did in this reading. And sometimes they're a little stodgy. So I skipped all that, got right to the business. Anyway, for your cards, we got the 9 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. And I'm going to pull the Oracle cards later. All right, so a lot of fire and water energy, especially Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer in this. So if that, resonates with you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, basically, right now going into Libra season, you've been facing a lot of challenges and opposition, and the thing is maybe you've been a bit defensive, and maybe you haven't seen how you can change the situation. What you're doing maybe isn't the best approach. And so, like Libra, needing to be more balanced, needing to maybe see the other person, the other group's side of the situation if you are facing opposition, if you're going through some kind of struggle, or trying to, if it's a situation that doesn't have to do with people per se, it's looking at something maybe from the outside, being a little more detached like an air sign, like Libra, but seeing something from all points of view and taking in all points of view. Now, the King of Wands, I think this is a really great card to go into Libra season. It's about, sitting in your power, but having passion and really exploring your passions or your spirituality or whatever that is. And by the way, if you didn't know, the wands are about passion and action and creativity. So, and actually action as in actually doing things. So maybe this is you really wanting to, plan that trip, or, take some course in spirituality if that's something that you're really looking to expand upon. Start a new creative hobby that's been your passion, or start a career that's been your passion. Now could be the time. But this is, really taking the time and judging your, work and serious time and setting aside the time for this. So it's not like it's jumping into it, but it's jumping into it, with some planning, as a royal regal king would do, deciding when and what needs to be done. So I guess what needs to be done and when. Anyway, passion, action, just zest for life. Passion for life. So we got the Two of Cups. The cups represent emotions and relationships in all forms. This could be that, possibly you need to ask for help from someone, or you're going to receive inspiration, or maybe going on a creative project with someone else. It could also have to do with a romantic relationship, maybe going into, in the right mind and in the right measure, a new passionate relationship maybe. But it's not just jumping in. It's being realistic, yet also not holding back, if that makes sense. So being measured, being steadfast, but going after what you really want, or whom you really want. So look to other people. And again, so Libra is about balance, and we have two, the Two of Cups, so there's two-sided here. So your oracle cards have, this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle. We got the Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration. So you can use these as oracle or tarot cards. I kind of use them as both. And this is, again, some more cups. This is another Cancer card, the sign of Cancer. So you got some Cancer friends you need to party with safely, depending where you're at and what level, you're at with the current pandemic that's going on. I personally have Zoom parties with my friends, and I see them more now than I did before. So it's pretty great. But again, it's leaning on other people, or finding that joy and that passion, the zest for life through other people. It's time to come out of the Virgo hermit season. It's time to, start interacting with others. Come out of your cave. All right. So for the Crystal Spirits Oracle, we got the Chrysocolla, number 16. Breaks down to number 7, if that applies to you at all. Interestingly enough, when I was looking up crystals for Libra, this is another stone that comes up for Libra, the Chrysocolla. So let me just read to you about it a little bit. It's really beautiful. And they come in all sorts of different patterns and whatnot. You know, they're beautiful rough or they're beautiful polished. So it's about speaking your truth. Again, another speaking your truth. So, you know, maybe this is having to do with speaking your truth with what your passion is, what you really want to do is speaking your truth to yourself or others. Coming out of that creative or spiritual closet, you know, tell people what you really want to do. When you speak your truth, you're being true to your soul's desire to participate in the co-creation of a better world and better life for you. Chrysicola's spirit message for clear, authentic speech that arises from your heart is this: the force of the conscious universe's love is here for you today as you choose to speak up and speak out, for you can be a clear channel for what needs to be said. Your voice is so very important, for you are a unique being with your own calling and destiny, and the conscious universe expresses truth throughout you. Practice choosing your words consciously as you voice a difficult truth or speak up on behalf of someone who has felt powerless for too long. Be assured that because of your commitment to heartfelt communication, your voice will ring out, cutting through the noise today. So, again, you know, throat chakra, speak up. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? All right, and then finally I pulled a Romance Angels Oracle, just for fun. It is Libra season, it's, you know, partnerships, the season of, you know, I guess the season of love. I don't know. I think Libra and you think relationships, so I pulled these. Got engagement. Ooh, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this could be, you know, if you're partnered up, y'all are just, you know, going to the next level, getting, you know, going on a deeper dive with each other emotionally. It could literally mean an engagement of some sort, but it could just mean you're engaging with that person more. You know, if this is a new thing or a situationship, it could be buckling down, you know. And again, if this is something where it's a new thing or a situationship and things are unsteady, and you know, you have certain wants from this, or you have certain boundaries that you want to express, you know, without speaking your truth. And it's very interesting that I chose the stone for this. So I chose the stones first, obviously, and then chose the cards. But, you know, speaking up, speaking your truth, using your voice, and, you know, engaging further in saying what you want, engaging further in setting those boundaries, you know, because you want to take it, because you want to engage with them and take it further. So yeah, pretty fun. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm at AquaMoon Visions. I'm trying to do at least one video a week on YouTube. If I get it more, that's awesome. If I have time to, I would absolutely love to. And, you know, just check out my posts on Instagram. I also have a couple more deck reviews and mini readings in the works. So stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, Pile 2, everyone who picked the Labradorite, another favorite stone of mine. Like I said in the last group, a lot of these are my favorites. I think I just like all of them. I mean, like every single crystal that I have. But I chose this one for Libra season because it helps with the clearing and strengthening of personal energy, helping to come indecisiveness, which is, you know, trademark, a hallmark of Librans. Maybe, you know, it's a stereotype. Y'all tell me. You Libras, you strong Libra placements. Helps to express opinions, and it also enhances mental and intuitive abilities of like clairvoyance, telepathy, things like that. So definitely, you know, third eye chakra, maybe crown chakra. It's kind of muddy looking. I mean, you can't really see it here, but especially when you get a big one like this one I have, my palm stone. If you hit the light right, oh my gosh, there's like beautiful rainbows, especially in this one. Can you see that? Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. Oh, I love this. This is my palm stone. Oh, I love it so much. Anyway, I love working with that crystal, but on to the reading. All right, so going into Libra season, your energy, some guidance. We got the Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. It's one tarot reader, I forget the Instagram account, called this the Lizzo card, like the singer Lizzo. It's not that you have to be, female or feminine, but it represents a strong female, looking at what she's done, looking at what she's created, what she's made on her own. So if that resonates, you could be someone who is single female, just single person, and you've done a lot for yourself. You've built a lot. Even if it's, you don't have a ton of money, but you've worked really hard to get where you're at on your own. This is you. And if it's not, then, maybe this is something that you want to get toward. But I really resonate with this. Just, independent. It doesn't mean you don't need others. It just means that you know how to take care of yourself, and you really know how to appreciate what you've done. It's not bragging, but just sometimes stopping and looking around and thinking to yourself, look what I've achieved, look at everything I've done, look at and look at all these amazing people in my life, because they like that person, that like I've also, you've also accumulated those people in your life for a reason, because you are the way that you are, and now you have that support. So anyway, you've planted your seeds. It's time to really take a step back, take some rest, and maybe you've done a lot of hard work during Virgo season, or through this year, but really just basking in the abundance that you have and being grateful for it too, because when we're grateful, then abundance and gratitude begets more abundance. So I know I've said this in my other videos, but it's totally true. And also, like, see how she's just standing there, just, in the moment, admiring her vineyard, her grapes, And this I've heard from another person that I follow online, is just be in the moment, be present. Just, especially if you're having a hard time, you're stressed out, or even if you're having a great time, just, focus, ground yourself, and be in the moment, and just be so grateful for everything that's around you, or everything that's going right. Even if it's a crap day at work, just, stand there for a sec, take a pause, think, look at these wonderful people who I get to work with. I'm so glad I have a job. I'm so glad, blah, 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 blah. I'm so glad that this little thing is going right today. This little thing is going right today. Anyway, as you can see, this is one of my favorite cards. And that's why. There's just so much. There's just so much beautiful positivity. And it's not boastful. It's just appreciating oneself and the hard work you've done. Anyway, moving on. So be this. Look towards getting to this. Also, this is a Virgo card. So, Virgo, hard-working sign, hard-working energies. But it is time to take some rest. And then leading into, we got the Knight of Pentacles. So another earth sign, Virgo, Virgo heavy card. So the Knight, if it's a person, it could be someone in your life who's, on the younger end, maybe 30, 35 or younger, who is, a good influence, or someone who you really look toward, who's very grounded and steady and has good advice and, looks before they leap. Or it could be you. But this influence could also mean that, you going forward, especially working on whatever you're working on, especially yourself. Also, this is also not just working on outside things, it's working on inside things. But it's slow and steady wins the race. It's measured planning begets progress, not just jumping in. So just slow and steady. And, you really have to put the work in for things that you really want sometimes. Also, if you have things you've been dreaming about, you've been trying to manifest, more times than not, you really can't just sit back. You can't just sit back and wish and hope and dream. You've got to do some of the work yourself. And it's there. If it's a big wish, if it's a big dream, you have to take those first steps, those measured steps, figuring out how to get what you want, and then let the universe help you. But sometimes you got to help yourself. And this card could also mean that you have some area of study you would like to do. If there's a subject you're looking to learn more about, online classes, Zoom classes, if you're going back to school, or if you're thinking about going back to school, this is a really good card. So maybe that's you. Interestingly enough, pile 1 also got this same card, the Two of Cups, in the same position. This is a water sign card, particularly Cancer. Maybe, are you a earth and water heavy, sign person, especially your personal planets, your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars? All right, let me know if you are, if that resonates. Anyway, the Two of Cups, cups are emotions, relationships, partnerships. I'm sorry, for this it's partnership. So I feel like it's a partnership, and I feel like it really, especially in this position, resonates for me the same as it did in pile 1. Now we're coming out of Virgo season, the Hermit, working on stuff alone, working on yourself, but now it's time to call upon friends, maybe if dating something you've been wanting to do, this is a good sign for that. Leaning on your friends for help, leaning on your coworkers if you've been struggling, but utilizing others as resources in a good way, not manipulating, but don't, step on them to get to the top. However, it's a union of energies, and sometimes you do need other people, you need other energies, even as just inspiration for, what you want to do next, or bouncing ideas off of a friend or a close family member. What do I do next? How do I continue this? How do I further this? All right. So Libra season in a nutshell. Slow and steady planning. You're abundant. Things are looking great. Utilize others, or get into some romance if you've been that hermit. You've been that Virgo hermit in your cave, and that's something that you've been wanting to do. All right, I'm going to get into the oracle cards. First, we're going to start with the Psychic Tarot Oracle. You can use this as a tarot or oracle card. I'm going to use it as an oracle today. So choose wisely. This is also in this deck. It's the Cups suit, so it's another water sign. See, if you look at it as the Seven of Cups, which it's supposed to be, it's a Scorpio card. So maybe that's another sign that you possess, or someone in your life, maybe a romantic partner, someone who's involved with you right now. Anyway, so choosing wisely. It's choosing wisely really where you want to go to next. And I didn't touch on this, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So again, it's steady planning. All right. Choosing wisely, choosing those next steps wisely. Move these back. All right, your crystal is the raw morganite, number 46. That breaks down to 10, which breaks down to 1. If that resonates for you, any of those numbers, I'm going to go ahead and just read this real quick for you. All right, raw morganite. Sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, self-forgiveness. No matter how hard the rock, over time, water can alter it, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There is no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles that serve no one. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. Express your gifts of empathy and compassion. You are stronger than you know. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. I'm not sure if I've seen raw morganite in person. There are a lot of crystals. By the way, this Crystal Spirits deck, if you haven't seen it, I recently did a deck review and mini pick a card reading. Beautiful deck, so please check that out. It's on my channel. All right, yeah, so anyway, I'm finding a lot of really cool crystals in that deck. So the Romance Angels Oracle I picked. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And there's like ghosts of the past. I think some of you who have had, I don't know, maybe you've not had such great luck in love recently, or you've been, someone's left, or something hasn't worked out. And especially during maybe Virgo season, you went into that hermit cave, or whenever. It doesn't have to be just Virgo season, but it's about coming out of that cave. It's about, you know, utilizing close friends, family members, not only for a distraction, but, you know, for advice and someone to lean on. And it's forgiving. It's having, it's hard to explain, but it's like having divine love. Even if someone like wronged you, just, you know, having love for them, not necessarily like wanting them back if it didn't end well, or if it's not the right time, but it's having love for someone and just, you know, doing your own thing, living your life. It's like, you're over here, I'm sending you love, I wish the best for you. And then you going on and doing your thing, you know, following whatever path this is that you're planning. Because, you know, it's really hard sometimes, but forgiveness goes a long way. And honestly, it goes the longest way with yourself. If you're really able to forgive someone, you don't have to like forget, but you can definitely forgive, send love, try to understand where that person was coming from. Again, Libra, balance, Libra season, balance, you know, trying to see all sides of a situation. And the same in relationships. If there's stupid things popping up that are annoying you, or there's some major issues, it's forgiving that person. We're only human, and really, you know, releasing the judgment and trying to, and interestingly enough, real quick, judgment being the Libra card in the tarot, but it's releasing the judgment, and it's remembering that that person's human and trying to come at the situation, you know, maybe as an outsider, a little more detached, you know, seeing all sides of the situation, like a Libran. Anyway, I hope you liked that reading. I hope it resonated. Great cards. Please check out the rest of my videos, you know, subscribe, like, share with your friends, whomever you think would be interested in this. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for your time and letting me read your cards. Bye. Hello, everyone who picked pile 3, Tiger's Eye. I tell you, this camera just doesn't do these justice. So this crystal is great for Libra season, for maintaining personal power and also grounding. I have one of these on a crystal point on a charm. I put it on one of my necklace chains when I'm going into work, and I know I've got a lot going on. I know it's gonna probably be a stressful day, so that's when I wear my Tiger's Eye. By the way, background noises. I'm noticing my woodwick candle is being very loud tonight because it's getting very low. So that's the noise you're hearing, the flickering. Anyway, I pulled 3 cards to, you know, give you the overall energy of your Libra season, how you're going into it, how to navigate. I also pulled some oracle cards I'll get at in a sec. So, very funny. The spirits are messing with me tonight. Okay. In piles 1 and 2, there was a card that was in both of them in the same position. Now in pile 3, this card, the Knight of Pentacles, was in pile 2. So if this resonated, maybe there's a message for you in pile 2 as well. And then there's another card I'll get to that also means you need to go back to pile 2 or 1. Anyway, all right, so we've got water, we've got air, we've got earth here, the 8 of Cups. And also, by the way, with these 3 cards, 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the first thing I get, is like, what's going on? What's going on with y'all? It's a lot of sitting around and thinking. And it's, you know, it's introspection. It's really going inward. I mean, you know, obviously this is a card about emotions and relationships. So I think with the 8 of Cups, it's like, you know, you want something else. You're just not satisfied. And maybe it's either some kind of personal relationship, something you're going through, or it could even be a job or something like that, but you're just not emotionally satisfied right now, and you're looking beyond. And there's also the image in this card, in this deck, there's the imagery of the moon. Actually, there is in the Rider-Waite-Smith too. And so that's, you know, illuminating things that are hidden. So maybe you've recently found things out about, you know, a partner, a family member, a best friend, something in a job, or someone at a job that, you know, may has you questioning things, you know, thinking again about, is this relationship right for me? Is this position right for me? Am I where I want to be? Just nothing's filling your cup right now. All right. 5 of Swords. So air, it's communication, it's thinking, things to do with the mind. And again, just sitting there pondering. You know, they've been through some battles, and this guy's, you know, taking what he's taken what he could, and he's, you know, moving on from this. But how do you move on after a battle, after, you know, turmoil? So I'm not sure if it's turmoil you're going through, but whatever, you know, obviously it's definitely connected to this. You've been thinking about it a lot lately, and again, thinking about your next moves, and that's great. I mean, you know, it's also thinking about like maybe how you need, like Libra season, how you need more balance in your life, more compromise, say, with the situation that's not working for you, being a little more detached, like an air sign. By the way, this is a Pisces card. This is an Aquarius card. And being an Aquarius moon, I know a little thing or two about being detached. And I'm sure all of you, sun sign and other heavy placement Aquarians, can relate. So yeah, thinking about like what needs to be let go of, what needs to be shed at this time, what doesn't serve you. So it's interesting. This is thinking with your heart, and this is thinking with your head. So I think that's a really good combination. Whatever's going on, keep going inside. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which this is the second time this guy has popped up. This is, you know, Earth, so it's also a Virgo card. We're coming out of Virgo season. Whatever happened maybe happened to you in Virgo season. Maybe it has to do with an Earth sign, maybe an Aquarius, maybe Pisces. But yeah, it's slow, methodical planning. This is the slowest mover of the knights in the tarot deck, and it's, you know, looking before you leap. It's deciding what comes next. Where do I need to go next? But and what are the steps I need to take? Using a combination of your heart and your head and your intuition for what needs to be done next. Also, we're in Mars retrograde in Aries, so there's no rush. You know, things aren't rushed right now. If you try to rush things, you're going to feel real frustrated because, you know, they might not work out. So it's taking this time, especially Mars in retrograde time, to make plans for action for later. And I forget, it goes out of retrograde sometime in October, so we're not like too long. October like 12th or 22nd. I should have looked that up again. Anyway, so something ain't right. You're thinking about it, your heart and your head, and you really need to do some planning. So This card, I picked a Psychic Tarot Oracle card by John Holland, and I'm using it as an oracle now, but it's also a tarot card. We got Spiritual Union, also is known as the Two of Cups in the tarot. The Two of Cups. This is the third time it's popped up. So I'm not shuffling on camera because it takes too long, but this is how you know I'm not cherry picking these cards. Again, like partnerships, union, and not just romantic. Yes, it can be, but it's all kinds. It's union with people at work. Maybe you're starting a union. No, maybe not literally starting a union, but it's finding help. Maybe it's one person or a few close friends or family members that you can turn to for advice on how to deal with whatever situation you're trying to leave or trying to change. You don't have to do it by yourself. Sometimes talking to trusted people, getting some, outside feedback, outside opinions, just different points of view. So that way you can look at this in a more balanced way. Anyway, I love this card. I think it's beautiful. How they're like, their third eye chakras are touching. And it's definitely greens, has to do with the heart chakra. So awesome. And this situation could have to do with like a partnership. Or it's thinking about coming towards someone. Like you want to tell someone, hey, let's do this. I want to take this to the next level. I don't want to be in a situationship. You want to shout from the rooftops that you love them, but you're gonna have to go a little steadier than that. Don't just leap in. However, this is a really good sign. Either ask for help from others for this situation, or if it has to do with another person and going towards them, absolutely. All right, you are divinely guided. All right, so I pulled my Crystal Spirits Oracle. I recently did a deck review for this and mini pick a card reading, so please go and watch that. The cards are beautiful and you'll get like a crystal spirit card. You got the green Aventurine. Again, the spirit's messing with me. This is the stone for pile 4. So I'm seeing a lot of repeats. There's a lot of like repeating themes tonight. All right, so this one, let me read it to you real quick. By the way, the number is 25, so it breaks down to a 7. Maybe 25 or 7 are significant numbers to you. It is for luck, good fortune, potential, possibility, and new opportunities. Oh, it's like, remember new because you're done with something, so you're ready to go on to the new. Interesting. Possibilities for experiences your soul craves are everywhere, offering new opportunities to help you find your purpose. The gate to the field of infinite potential is always open, for the conscious universe wants you to enjoy the bounty that exists in the realm of possibility and bring it into form through the power of co-creation. Cast fears and regrets aside, says Green Aventurine Spirit, for you are much loved and the conscious universe wants to give you all that you desire. The universe is always dreaming up new ways to bring you what you need and help you experience well-being, joy, and fulfillment. And let's see what else. Yeah. Balance, non-attachment, calm, heart-centered. This is a really good stone. And it's also good for bringing forth luck and abundance. I really, really like how this all ties together. You've got some great cards. Actually, everyone's gotten great cards so far. Especially about partnerships. You guys need to come out of this Virgo season, Hermit season. Reach out to others. Make some connections. All right, so last oracle card, the Romance Angels Oracle. You got flirt. See what I tell you? It's 2 people together, not just one. Come out of that cave and flirt a little bit. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And maybe that's too. You need to get out of this rut, whatever, these have to do with. And have a good time with someone or people, like a close group of friends. We're not supposed to be gathering in large groups at this time anyway. But yeah, it was like flirting with that crush that you want to take to the next level with. Just, start slow and easy, or it's having a good time with friends and really connecting, so they can help you out with whatever's going on. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me read your cards. I had a great time. I hope this resonated. Please check out my other videos. Like this video, share with your friends, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And follow me on Instagram. I'm at AquaMoon Visions. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye. Hello everyone who picked pile 4. This is the green Aventurine stone. This is just a small one, but they're so pretty. I know this camera doesn't do any of these stones justice. It's let's see, especially for Libra season, it inspires creativity and motivation, promotes a social and fun nature, and it also promotes leadership qualities and decisiveness. Because, you know, stereotypically, Libras can't decide on anything. I didn't make those rules. All right, so I picked some tarot cards, then I have some oracle cards after this. I do have to say, this is the 4th time, the 4th pile. I promise that I shuffle these cards. Literally, there is, in every single pile, there's a card from the prior pile to pop up. So, if this resonates, you might also want to check out pile 3. Anyway, on with the reading. So, not that these need to go in particular order. I got the Magician, Major Arcana, the 8 of Cups, which is a Pisces card or water sign card, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we got the 3 of Swords, which is a Libra card or air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe this, you know, features in your birth chart or in someone with whom, you know, a situation might resonate in this reading. Anyway, so this card popped up in the last one. You don't feel like your cup is full emotionally. So these cups have to do with emotions and relationships in any kind, interpersonal relationships, family, coworkers, friends, you know, romantic relationships. You just don't feel like stuff is going the way you want it to, and you're looking, you know, out. You're looking, I mean, not that you're like searching for something or someone else. Maybe you are, maybe that's what you want, but you're just not satisfied. We've also got the imagery of the moon, which means, you know, illuminating things that were in the dark. Maybe you found things out recently you're not crazy about with, say, a job or a person, a relationship, and you're just, you know, sitting in contemplation. Maybe. So the swords have to do with, you know, issues to do with the mind and also communication. If taken quite literally, you're, you know, killing yourself with thoughts of, you know, maybe a relationship gone wrong or just not being in the right place emotionally. And really it's like, it's really a mental thing. It's what you're telling yourself to bring you down emotionally. And it has to do with this, you know, I really feel like these two go hand in hand. So whatever this is, it's just you're unfulfilled, and it's hurting you. It's like your mind is stabbing your heart. Anyway, then we have the Magician. So this is a great card. Major arcanas are really long-lasting, overarching themes, karmic lessons. With this, it is that you have all of the tools. You know, this person has a wand, he has a pentacle, he has a sword, a cup. You have all the tools at your disposal to make the change. You know, to change your life, to change your situation. And I know that sounds, you know, it's like pretty straightforward, but it is. I mean, literally, only you can prevent forest fires. If you guys are old enough to remember that reference. But with whatever's going on here, especially with these swords, like this is your thinking. This is you. You know, this is you doing this to yourself. I mean, yes, you are affected by whatever's going on here, but only you can take those daggers out of your heart, out of your mind. You really need to get in a different place mentally, and then you will be able to emotionally. And I know it's easier said than done, and do that in whatever way you need to, but you have everything, everything here. You can, it's gaining the mental clarity, the swords. It's, getting grounded, the pentacles. It's, with the cups, it's not only just, emotionally getting in a better place, but it's relationships. It's leaning on other people for help or advice, guidance, to just a shoulder to cry on, just somebody to vent to. And, maybe whose advice you can, take or leave concerning what's going on. But, you're having a rough time going into Libra season, and this, whatever's happened maybe in Virgo season or over the summer or just over the year. I know we've all been through a lot, but definitely things need to change now, and things can change. So, all right, oracle cards. We got the heart chakra. This is actually this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and I didn't read the other ones, but I'm going to read this one because he copies the tarot in his deck. You can use it as tarot or oracle, but then he also added an extra suit, which is, let me find it. Well, which are the chakras? Come on, chakras. Heart chakra. Nope, skipped it. I should have bookmarked this. Okay. The heart chakra. Parallel to the heart, this chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. You hear that? Healing. It's believed to be the link between your mind, body, and soul. Balancing this area may take a while, but you should allow all the time you need so the healing energy can get through and flow freely. By loving yourself and others, as well as learning forgiveness, you'll become more attuned with spirit. Very interesting. It's healing that heart, but it's by you taking those daggers out mentally. It's stop replaying situations in your head. Stop telling yourself certain things. Even if this is relationship with self that you're unhappy with, you have the power and the tools to get out of this. And interesting, we got the heart chakra and the heart. So just all the cards that are coming up tonight are in each pile. It's crazy. You should just watch all of the piles. Watch all the picks. All right, so Crystal Spirits Oracle. I recently did a deck review and a mini pick a card reading for this, which you should totally go watch. Turquoise number, I just lost my place, 57. So maybe that number is significant to you. 5 and 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Maybe those numbers are significant. Let me just find that again. It's a very large, tiny book. I know that doesn't make sense, but there are a lot of cards in this, so there are a lot of meanings. And I do not have them memorized. All right. Turquoise, storytelling, reframing, a different way of perceiving. Each of us can experience the same event differently because all of us are coming from different vantage points. Know, too, that as you change, so will your perspective, and the message Turquoise Spirit has for you is that you can change your story of what happened in the past at any time. You can choose which details to focus on and how to interpret events, for you're being encouraged to claim your power as a storyteller. Again, you can choose. Mentally, you can choose. You can choose to change your story. Make no mistake, storytelling is an awesome power, for no one can take your truth away from you. But you may discover that it has more angles than you realize, just as a crystal turned over in your hand has more facets than apparent at first glance. The truth we all share is complicated, and the way you tell your truth is up to you. So Turquoise Spirit encourages you to write your story well in a way that honors, empowers, and heals you. It gives you strength, even if others may not seem to accept your truth. Tell it anyway, for doing so is a healing act. Interesting. So I think how that really applies too is whatever situation you're upset about, or you're looking at, turning away from or changing, maybe it's facing, if it has to do with a person like that you can talk to, not just, you know, something that you can't talk to or really make conversation with. You can talk to yourself, I guess. It's speaking your truth. If you're having a conflict, you're not happy about something with someone, definitely, this is a sign to use your voice, say how you're feeling. And, you know, maybe you need better boundaries with people too. Okay, Romance Angels Oracle. Here we go. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, again, speaking your truth, you know, feelings. Definitely these cards have to do with feelings. And it doesn't have to just be romantic, but it's, you know, it's exploring like what you want. And if this does have to do with a romantic connection, if it's with someone, you know, partner that you're already with, it's expressing your feelings more. Maybe they don't feel like they're getting enough from you. Maybe you're being really detached hermit Virgo. Maybe you're stuck in Virgo season still. Maybe you want more from the relationship. Maybe you're ready to go to the next step. Maybe your feelings that are worth exploring are better boundaries. You know, maybe not just with a romantic relationship, but work or friends or family. And then if it has to do with like a romantic situation, you're in but not in. Like you're in mentally but not in. A situationship, someone that you've been, you know, wanting to approach. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Just speaking that truth, telling that story. So, and maybe, you know, maybe that'll help the situation. Maybe that is this situation. Maybe you're looking at turning away from someone because something's not really turning out how, you know, like you want it to. Maybe you've been waiting for someone and it just didn't seem to be working out, but maybe you're not telling them how you feel. And that could just resonate for some of you. This is all just coming to me. It's getting late. And as I'm reading this, it is almost the 22nd of September. So we're almost into Libra season. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you for letting me ramble on and read your cards. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and share it with people who you think would enjoy. Please subscribe so you can see all my videos. Follow me on Instagram at AquaMoonVisions. And check back soon. I've got I had one more Oracle deck to review. I've got 2 more Oracle decks to review and do mini readings with. And I'm going to have, you know, very likely next week a full moon reading. So lots more in store. Thank you. I will see y'all again soon. Bye.